Not only is the beat dope and it's this kind of track that you want to just have playing as you're cruising down the street or going about cleaning your house or doing life, if you know what I'm saying. It's starting to get me into feels because hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Rosalie. Welcome to the Ultimate Channel, all about world music, psychology, growth. We are on a journey all around the world to learn, be encouraged. I'm happy you're here. We're going to check out Dax's new song called Life. I'm already intrigued by the title because, as you know, I often say, choose life. I think it's an important message nowadays to talk about life, to deal with it. And I don't know what his message is going to be or his point in the song, but I think that the title itself is pretty intriguing. All right, here we go. I like this already. I'm going to start over. That chord progression with the guitar, that electric guitar coming in, and that vocalization sounds like a child or something. I'm already intrigued by it. One of those hooks that makes me want to sing along to, jam out to. All right, let's start over. Okay. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace. Romans 8, verse 6.
This life gets real hard and sometimes you may feel you're out of place. You may think there's time, then blink and find it's gone and you can't waste. You gotta take a hold, embrace it, close your eyes and walk by faith and go today. Don't wait, go today. Don't wait, go today. Life is crazy, it could switch up in a second. School of hard knocks taught me how to deal with my aggression. I was never one to cry, my face was blank with no expression. Had to keep a strong face, go to war with my depression. I was hurting inside, battling with my faith, but God ain't never gave me nothing I can overtake. He put me in position to get stronger through the pain, to appreciate the sun after the rain.
Okay, I'm gonna start over. Don't be mad. This is dope. This is fire, y'all. I'll tell you why. First of all, that beat goes hard, okay? And I love how it's increasing. It adds those dynamics to it, okay? It's coming in fuller, richer. I love how you can both hear him singing and rapping on this one. The hook, dun dun dun. The hook is super catchy. That chord progression, I'm telling y'all, is just an awesome thing to have looping. But the feeling that I'm getting of this track is just one that I just would want to play on repeat and jam out. Not only is the beat dope and it's this kind of track that you want to just have playing as you're cruising down the street or going about cleaning your house or doing life, if you know what I'm saying. It's encouraging. There's something, the atmosphere of the song is uplifting. And it's starting to get me into feels because I'm going through a season in this life right now where I get exhausted and life's full. Life is really busy. Some of you know what's going on. Check out the community posts that I've been putting up. And there have been many times over the last few days, just in full transparency, I promised you real talk, real reactions, where I cry, I get upset, and I feel exhausted. And giving up is not an option because what else am I going to do? And I'm so grateful, right? But in life, you got to learn that it's okay to have mixed feelings. It's okay to be so filled with gratitude for life. I'm grateful I'm alive. But then there's also fear involved. There's uncertainty. There's exhaustion, right? It's okay to feel two what may seem like opposing feelings, contradictory feelings. It's okay to feel that at the same time. And so that's what life's about. And so I've been going through a season where, while I'm super grateful and productive and I'm in go mode, right? Power woman vibe, I get exhausted and I get discouraged. And I saw a quote in the hospital that said, every storm eventually runs out of rain. And that spoke to me. And I'm seeing that vibe here too. He's talking about real life, relatable things, but he's speaking life into us at the same time. And that's really dope. Let me start over. This beat, man, makes me want to just get up and dance. And also, one last thing, and then I'll shut up and keep listening. It's encouraging because today and yesterday, I don't know what's up, may have been because of some of the content I've been putting out, the negativity and the concerning comments have increased. And that's just to be expected when your platform grows. But it's been, I got to filter out how to engage or not engage and what to say, what to respond to. Sometimes just not even tolerate or acknowledge the trolls. But people can say some ugly things. And this song somehow, while addressing life, it also encourages me just to keep dancing, to keep going, to keep smiling, and not to let anybody stop me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me start over one more time. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, this life.
Like snort.
Read that. That's good.
This life gets real hard, and sometimes you may feel you're out of place. You may think this time, then blink and find it's gone and you can't waste. You gotta take go, hold, embrace it, close your eyes and walk by faith.
Yes.
And go today. Don't wait, go today. Don't wait, go today. Life is crazy, it could switch up in a second. School of hard knocks taught me how to deal with my aggression. I was never one to cry, my face was blank with no expression. Had to keep a strong face, go to war with my depression. I was hurting inside, battling with my faith, but God, he never gave me nothing I can overtake. He put me in position to get stronger through the pain, to appreciate the sun after the rain.
Yes.
We gotta remind that it gets better with time, and we got one life to live, and it's guaranteed that we die. So when we open our eyes and take a look in the sky, just be thankful and conquer the day. Yeah. This life gets real hard, and sometimes you may feel you're out of place. You may think this time, then blink and find it's gone and you can't waste. You gotta take go, hold, embrace it, close your eyes and walk by faith, and go today. Don't wait, go today. Don't wait, go today. Go today, don't wait for tomorrow. It isn't promised all the time, you got borrowed.
Hey.
Don't live your life for other people, don't bottle your emotions till they crack and fill a cup with your sorrows. Take your mind and refocus, go get a paper, write your goals out, throw your middle fingers at all your haters. Add some hard work and on top of it, mixing consistent prayer. Say you're never gonna quit, sayonara and see you later. Cause I gotta remind that we not meant to survive, we meant to live in the moment and make the best of our lives. So when we open our eyes and take a look in the sky, just be thankful and conquer the day. Yeah. This life gets real hard, and sometimes you may feel you're out of place. You may think this time, then blink and find it's gone and you can't waste. You gotta take go, hold, embrace it, close your eyes and walk by faith, and go today. Don't wait, go today. Don't wait, go today.
Come on. Don't wait, and go today. Go today. Oh, come on. This has me wanting to sing, y'all. This was good. Man, I love how Dax will deal with heavy topics, relatable day-to-day topics, but still find the strength to encourage us. I mean, some of the songs that he's done shed light on his struggle, right, to be a man, talking about manhood and the struggle that men go through. And I'm sure part of that is personal to his own experience, talking about mental health and depression, questions of faith, all right? And then in this song, again, talking about life and the hardships, the struggles, things we can all relate to in our own way, but he's still choosing to speak life. And I think that's something that we need. You know, when it comes to YouTube and social media and reactions, a lot of times the stuff that will go viral is not always vital. It's not always life-giving, right? We're intrigued by it. We want to react to it. We want to talk about it. We want to give our opinion on it, because for when it's easy on social media, right, at a click of a button and we can say what we want to say, sometimes without repercussions. At the same time, it allows for us just to be drawn to either the toxic or the scandalous or the things that cause shock effect, right? We look to content more and more and faster that gets a emotional reaction out of us. And there's so much distraction. Even now trying to talk to you, have the lyrics pulled up here. There's ads running and videos going, and it's just overstimulating. But we live in a day and age where that's what will get attention, right? You say something scandalous, you do something crazy, either something overly generous or overly shocking or overly crazy, and that'll get the views, right? It goes viral. But it's not always vital. It's not always what we need to sustain life. And if we're going to look at it, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it with a purpose, to speak truth, to speak life, to have eloquent, meaningful conversations. And I appreciate that about Dax's song, especially this one right now, because he is addressing the hardships of life, and he's not denying that it gets hard, but he's speaking life. He's encouraging us, even though he's been through mental health struggles, even though he's been through depression, he's using that for good. And I keep saying that. We were created to create, and it's very therapeutic. Y'all know we dive into the psychology of things. It is therapeutic when you, even in your own pain, can find ways to help other people. That's why that's why the certain therapeutic methods include volunteering somewhere, right? Doing something that goes beyond yourself to get out of your own head. Let's talk about the lyrics real quick. I feel like the song was really self-explanatory. I love how simple the title is and to the point, life. And then he talks about it. Life gets real hard. Sometimes you may feel you're out of place. You may think there's time, then blink and find it's gone and you can't waste. You got to take hold, embrace it, close your eyes and walk by faith. The chords and the melody in the chorus is very, very catchy, and it makes for good songwriting. It makes for a good hook when you can sing along easily, when it can get stuck in your head easily. The lyrics are very straightforward, but his rhymes were fun, and even that, I feel made for a good flow with his cadences. And there's just so much truth even within that first verse. We all know this, how fast time flies. Any of us who are young adults, middle-aged, or further on in life, we know this. Kids, they don't often deal with death that much, right? I mean, some of them might. Some kids that tend to think about deeper things if they've seen a specific video or movie or heard someone say something, but then they go on with their life, ideally, if they have a free childhood where they can just play and enjoy life. You get to your teenage years, you may think about it a little bit more, but then you are focused on a lot of the things that are ahead, right? You know that your life is still ahead of you, and unless you're dealing with sickness or crazy circumstances, ideally, youth and teenagers and children should be able just to focus on the future. But then you get to a certain place, a certain time, where you notice the changes, you notice the wrinkles, you notice your circle of friends changing or people in your life passing away, and you start dealing with death more. And we just come to this point of realizing it's gone. We cannot afford to waste it. So this idea of taking hold, embracing it, and to not wait. Go today. I love that. It was catchy. At first, I didn't fully understand it. And when I looked up the lyrics, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Go today. It was cool because how he sung it, I didn't quite understand immediately what he was saying, but it gave a little bit of this island reggae vibe, especially with that electric guitar hook going and the beat kicking in. It had a playful, joyful, uplifting vibe to it. And that was cool too, okay? Talking about the hardships of life, but still doing something and communicating that message to a track that is hopeful. That's powerful because that too is therapeutic. Sometimes when you're in a really deep pit, move your body, get up, dance, and just let those endorphins flow and just, release some of those chemicals that will help feel better. Life is crazy. It can switch up in a second. School of Hard Knocks taught me how to deal with my aggression. And so he talks about aggression and his depression. And even in the video clip, seeing him fight and beat that boxing bag was inspiring to me because I thought, yeah, we can't give up. That's not an option. It was motivating to me. The rhymes here, aggression, depression, the expression, pretty straightforward rhymes, but it flowed well with the track. The cadences had a nice flow to them. The chorus saying, this life gets real hard sometimes. You may feel you're out of place. You may think there's time, then blink and find it's gone and you can waste. And in the end of, I think it's that first verse, it says, we got one life to live. It's guaranteed that we die. So when we open our eyes, take a look in the sky. Just be thankful and conquer the day. I just love this. We're not going to go through all the lyrics. I feel like the lyrics are very self-explanatory. This is not the type of song where there's a whole lot to decipher when it comes to what's the message here. I think the message is so straightforward, and it's good that way. Because when it comes to day-to-day life, it's pretty simple. Life can be beautiful and life can be incredibly hard. And we need to be encouraged and to encourage one another to keep choosing life, to keep moving forward. So I don't feel like this would be the type of song where we now have to poetically decipher and have all these nuances and all these double entendres and try to decipher what may possibly be meant. I think we need this message, a straightforward, hopeful song. So make sure to go check it out. Listen to Dax's actual song after you've checked this out. If you haven't yet, go back, take a listen to his. Let's help bring this song to the world. Subscribe to his channel and here, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!